Now let me introduce the remainder theorem, and once I do, I will then use a couple examples to illustrate it so that it makes very good sense to you. Okay, so how does it work? Well, let's say that I have a dividend. I just have a polynomial p of x. I'll call it p of x. If I divide it by something like ax plus b, just a binomial, then I will, well, this is supposed to be an arrow, but it just looks terrible. I will have a certain remainder, and this remainder will actually be the following. It will be p of whatever makes this equal to 0. So whatever value of x makes that equal to 0, which is negative b over a. That's it. That is the remainder. Now let me use an example because I don't want to confuse anyone. So let's say I have x squared plus 3x minus 1, and I'm dividing this by just x plus 2. And I want to find the remainder. Well. If I call this f of x, according to the remainder according to the remainder theorem, the remainder is just going to be f of negative b over a. This is b, and that's a. So negative b over a. So f of negative 2. So let's find out what that is. Negative 2 squared plus 3 times negative 2 minus 1. Negative 2 squared is 4. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. 4 minus 6 is negative 2. Minus 1, negative 3. So that should be the remainder of this division. And I will prove that to you with synthetic division, assuming, of course, that you are comfortable with synthetic division. And of course, remember that we plug a negative 2 in here because that's the number that would make x equal to 0, which is coincidentally what we plug in for x to find the remainder in the remainder theorem. And then we just plug in 1, 3, and negative 1 to perform synthetic division. So now let me bring the 1 down. 1 times negative 2, negative 2. 3 plus negative 2 is 1. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. Negative 1 minus 2, negative 3. And that is the remainder. Look at that. We got it with the remainder theorem. It's that easy. So now let me just do one other quick example. So let's say I have x squared plus 3x plus 2, and we're dividing that by x minus 1. So according to the remainder theorem, and given that this is f of x, the remainder should be equal to f of negative b over a. B in this case is negative 1, a is 1. So negative 1 times, actually let me be a little bit more clear here. Sorry, before I just lose anyone. Negative b over a, and we have the negative outside. So that's just going to be positive 1. So if I plug 1 in for x, I get 1 squared plus 3 times 1 plus 2. 1 squared is 1. 3 times 1, 3 plus 2. 1 plus 3 is 4 plus 2, 6. So this would be the remainder for this division. That's it. Now I suggest that you scroll down try some questions, click on them to watch explanation videos, and good luck.